everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Dolphins going up against the Panthers.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. The Fasano here brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Great game. Four down. 180.
Newton on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Newton on third down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Quick.
Tannehill on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Man left. Here we go. Check.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Ajayi. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Ajayi. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. But keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And tough starting field position here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. This is Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill to the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On 1st down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It's Ajayi. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone now, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Watch right. Let's go. Tight right. Run. Quick.
Now it's Tannehill. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Tannehill to Landry. Good for a Dolphin first down. Now Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Come on now. That's it. Set with 80.
4 down. 4 down.
That's it. Like 80.
Tight dog.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Double tight. Double tight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
That's it. Like 80.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Go. 28. Chip left. Play.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Off play action, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They run with Ajayi. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On first down, it's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Yep. 28.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. And you remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Yep.
Stand up there.
Quick. Play.
Shift.
Tannehill now to throw. Pass incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Throwing is Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Like 80. 20. 20.
Watch twist.
On second down, here's Newton. Got a man, it's the rookie Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Right there. All day, baby.
2nd down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Come on. 20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. The swing pass caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They're going to try and run. And he is in for the 2 points, and they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra...
And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll give it here to his running back, and he'll be knocked down sideways. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Wake up. Gun.
Hey, we are.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet, right on the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game. But a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So the offense lining up first and 10. Together here from the D-line. Back to throw, Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
17, got it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. Just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Newton trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
20. 3 down.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They'll give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Newton on 1st down. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Strong right.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's third down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Newton now to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fielded at the 20. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.